Take a little walk with me. I'll keep you in good company and be there for you to the end. You'll never be alone, my friend.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
All S, all P, all O, R-T, S Sports. Pick it up at all sports. Pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall and allsportslex.com, locally owned and operated since 1972.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Over 30,000 Kentuckians are saving time and money by doing their banking online with Whitaker Electronic Banking.
341,000 transactions were made on the go last year using the Whitaker Bank mobile app.
Over 340,000 text alerts were sent last year with Whitaker Bank text banking.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
My tax refund usually helps me out, but this year it was much lower than what it was supposed to be. This isn't enough to get me caught up. What am I supposed to do?
Is this happening to you? We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode.
Bankruptcy could be your best solution.
We're here to give you a fresh financial start.
Say no to debt. Get your bankruptcy started for as little as $78 today. The consultation is free in Lexington and now in London.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
There are 50 Whitaker Bank locations serving Kentucky communities just like mine.
61 Whitaker Bank ATMs throughout Kentucky make getting quick access to cash easy.
Whitaker Bank staff serves the needs of nearly 70,000 Kentucky customers every day.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
At White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, we believe that greatness is in the details. Each decision we make is for the benefit of our patients and our community. This means using industry-leading technology to help you achieve your goals and uncover your perfect smile. Our precision and efficiency results in an experience that is both pleasurable and affordable. White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, applying precision and elegance to your smile.
Folks, this is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty's Restaurants after my games. Check out Rafferty's 9 great locations throughout Kentucky, and all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what legends are made of. Ask Joe B. Hall, the legend himself, it's his favorite. Rafferty's a big supporter of high school sports throughout Kentucky. Rafferty's, where the special is you.
I wanted to get back on the basketball court.
I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthopedics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
By the number.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the All-A Classic, the state championship. It come down to these two teams, Lexington Christian, Walton-Verona. They'll battle here today for the All-A crown. Joining me on the broadcast, William Warfield. He just called the Murray game. The Murray win. So, Murray, you're All-A state champions for 2018.
Man, what a great job that Coach Faust and his Murray girls did today against the very, very tough Shelby Valley team, a team that's got an 8th grader on their team that's already got an offer from UConn on the table. Cassidy Rose, her name, but man, I can connect Shelby Valley with LCA because the girls lost in the first round against Shelby Valley. They're tough.
Yeah.
Coach Menifee and the girls lost, but man, they were good. And Murray, congratulations to them. Hats off to them for winning that. And now let's see if LCA can get theirs.
Great job to you two on the call of that game, William Warfield. It's tough to do one all by yourself. We're here for the LCA boys in Walton-Verona, and everybody thinks this is going to be a good game too.
You know, this one's got the making of a pure classic. You might want to cue this one up, and record this one because. This one could be a great basketball game here today.
LCA's got a pretty good crowd along the way, but behind us, directly behind us, if you can see there on the camera, Walton-Verona, they brought the entire town, I think. I think they're all here.
Yeah, they're all here for Walton-Verona. LCA, a lot of the LCA fans tend to show up right before tip-off, so maybe they're all out getting everything ready, nachos and popcorn and drinks and that kind of thing, but there is quite a few Eagle fans here in attendance too.
Walton-Verona brings a 17-4 record into this All-A state championship. The Eagles of Lexington Christian 16-6, but we'll talk about what we did last night. That's against a really brutal schedule, that 16-6 LCA record.
Yeah, they've got a really brutal schedule, like you said. Walton-Verona definitely has one too. Now, Walton-Verona played in the King of the Bluegrass. They also played up there in the Lexington Catholic tournament as well. So they're no stranger to tough competition either.
You're right, Walton-Verona in that King of the Bluegrass and also in the Traditional Bank Classic. Of course, congratulations to all those teams. Cooper, again in that All-A Classic, in the Traditional Bank Classic, Cooper High School, they were the victorious.
Yeah, back-to-back years, first time in a long time that team has done that. LCA today, they're looking good in warm-ups. So it looks like they're a little bit more focused today and ready to roll. I know my good friend Andrew Carlson was up real late with them last night trying to get them, he had them there at the LCA. They've got a walk-in clinic, if you will, and he had all the guys in there and getting their legs ready for today and making sure that they're good to go.
Everybody good to go?
Looks that way. I mean, you see them out there. They look pretty focused and look sharp.
Walton-Verona heading out on the court now in their blue. Lexington Christian in the white in this one. And when you look at matchups in this game, I tell you what, LCA provides some nightmare matchups. When you look at Cal Road, he's about 6'6". Carter Hendrickson at 6'6". Austin Hall at 6'6". So if you Walton-Verona, pick your poison. Which one of those big 6'6" guys do you stop, if you can?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. And I thought yesterday that LCA ran into a little bit of trouble with, even though they had the height advantage, the team yesterday that played them did an outstanding job of containing that until the second half. And then the second half comes, it was a little bit too much for them. But those guys, they rarely have an off day. So yesterday was their off day. Today, I expect them to be on.
Yeah, I think so too. If Carter Hendrickson is on, LCA tends to really, really be tough. And they're going to have to ride this all-A momentum regardless if they win this thing. If they win it, they're going to have to ride that into the 43rd district, because that is one tough region with Lafayette, Lexington Catholic, Tates Creek, Dunbar. Who else we missing in there? And of course,
I think you got them all. Yeah, LCA and Lexington Catholic.
Right, I mentioned.
Yeah, that's a very, very tough district, and a lot of times you can say it's a coin toss. Tates Creek's been down for a few years now, but everybody else has been awesome. You've had Dunbar that's had their run here recently. You've had Lafayette this year that's doing outstanding things. Can't count out Lexington Catholic. And LCA really came into the season with a lot of hype, and I think they're starting to build on that momentum that they had, or that hype that they had in the beginning of the season, and being the team that everybody thought that they could be.
Yeah, you mentioned Dunbar.
Yeah.
All they did recently was defeat Bryan Station.
Yeah, wasn't
they
that
upset
soccer.
Bryan Station. So they're a team that's starting to put it together at the right time.
Yeah, that was definitely a
I don't know what's going on over Bryan Station, but there's something going on over there.
Dunbar's got to win over LCA too, but that was without Kyle Road in the lineup.
So we're looking at this All-A Classic. It's Walton-Verona going up against Lexington Christian Academy. We'll step out for a commercial break. When we come back, we'll give you the starting lineups and the tip here. All-A Championship of the All-A Classic.
At Lexington Diagnostic Center, we love athletes.
We understand that when you are injured, the results of an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray can be the only thing keeping you off the field.
And that's what we're here for.
Same or next day appointments, front door parking, and our on-site radiologists make it easy for you to quickly get the results you and your doctor need. Call and compare prices.
We can save you hundreds of dollars.
We would love to help get you back in the game.
All S, all P, all O, R-T, S Sports. Pick it up at all sports. Pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall on Facebook and Twitter, locally owned and operated since 1972.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Whitaker Bank supports 496 Kentucky schools.
Over 282,000 students benefit from Whitaker Bank's Kentucky education initiatives.
Whitaker Bank has contributed almost $441,000 to education programs for the advancement of Kentucky's youth.
We share your passion, Kentucky.
Love the bank that loves you back.
Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
Hi, this is Gary Baum for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth.
Well, we want to thank BudsGunshop.com for being our replay sponsor today. Our replays today will be brought to you by Bud, so make sure to check that out, and we'll have starting lineups coming to you here on the floor. You are watching the game live here on PrepSpin. We'll be right back here with that.
Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of our 85-page catalog. Crown Trophy is nationally known, but locally owned with 150 stores nationwide. Crown Trophy, the official provider of plaques for the Scholastic Ball Report and PrepSpin.
I used my credit cards over the holidays, and I thought I could make it work. But between the bills and everything else, I'm really starting to fall behind.
A lot of people out there are drowning in debt.
We're Atkinson, Sims & Kermode. You can have a brighter future away from debt. We've come up with a way to get you started for less.
Say no to debt. Get your bankruptcy started for as little as $78 today. In Lexington and now in London.
Back here at the All-A Classic, National Anthem. We're just about set now to hear the starting lineups for Lexington Christian and Walton-Verona, the Bearcats. And the Eagles of Lexington Christian, they dim the lights in here in the arena, and things are just about ready to heat up here, William.
There we go, Gary Ball. This one's going to be one of those good old-fashioned barn burners, slobber knockers, whatever you want to call it. This one's got the billing to be great.
Walton-Verona waiting for their starting lineups, and here's the starting lineups. The little guy that really makes it go for them, Brennan Stanley. He's a guard, and I thought that he played a really good game. He had 12 second-half points last night, 12 critical second-half points.
Yeah, he showed up big for his team, did a lot of little things in that ball game, too, that made a huge difference.
And the other guard, Austin Lay, the lefty, he's an outstanding player. Zach Clinkenbeard, he's a good one. He's a forward, 6'4", and then you got Cam Pardee at a forward, and the other guard is Grant Grubbs, and Grubbs is outstanding. That's your starting five for Walton-Verona. They come in with a 17-4 record, and they're coached by Grant Brannon. His brother Johnny Brannon is one of the up-and-comers in college basketball, coaching Northern Kentucky University, and they went to the NCAA tournament last year.
Yeah, they did. This place is so loud right now, you can't even hear the public address announcer call the names.
It is a packed house. Here's the starting lineup for Lexington Christian Academy. Excuse me while the crowd goes crazy. Pierce Dalton will be at a guard. Carter Hendrickson, a 6'6" forward. Will Hacker, a 6-foot guard. He will start. Kyle Rhodes, 6'6" forward. And Austin Hall, 6'6" senior. That's the height that we were talking about with these Eagles of Lexington Christian. They've got tremendous height. They've got to use that to their advantage, William.
Yeah, you gotta go to the big guys in this ball game.
Also second and third chances, on the board. You get that ball roll off there, you got to crash the boards if you got 3 6'6" guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely know what you're saying.
So it's Lexington Christian and Walton-Verona. This is the first time that either one of these teams have been this far. Neither one has advanced to the All-A State Championship. Walton-Verona was in the very first All-A Championship at Memorial Coliseum because Steve Wright was the coach of Walton-Verona, and I remember going and broadcasting that game up in Northern Kentucky. So that's how I know they were the first team from that area to go to the All-A tournament. Stan Steidel next to us here, the inventor. I tell you what,
LCA's never won it.
Never won the All-A. Walton-Verona's never won it.
History today.
Something's got to give, doesn't it?
It's got to.
We're just about set for basketball. It will be Clinkenbeard against Hall. Lexington Christian in the white, Walton-Verona blue. And the tap is a control by LCA.
I look for Carter to have a huge game today. And quite frankly, I think Kyle Rhodes going to be the guy as well today as well.
So. Rhodes goes in the corner to Dalton, back out top to Hall, down low to Rhodes, spinning, hook shot off the mark, pulled out of there by Grubbs.
Here comes Walton-Verona. Here comes the little guy, but he's a good one. Brendan Stanley. Stanley directs out offense, and, man, he can handle the basketball. Left side, they come to Lay. In the middle, trying to go to Clinkenbeard. Ball battle away. Clinkenbeard saves it down. Gives it out to Stanley. He comes to Clinkenbeard, and right now they're just looking at this zone here, having some problems with it.
Yeah, I like the way Pierce Dalton's playing right now. He is out there just hustling.
Yeah, look how long that back line is, too. You got 3-6-6 guys on that back line there for LCA. Lay into the paint. Over they come to Stanley. He can't shoot there. Dumps it to Clinkenbeard. Down low. And here's a shot put up and in. It will count for Cam Pardee. He scored the first couple of buckets yesterday. He scores the first bucket today for Walton-Verona.
Yeah, let's watch this here on the Buds instant replay. You can see how it happened. Basically, they fed it into him, and he made a nice move. Nice pass, too.
That was a real good entry. Shot put up and in. It will count. Scored the first couple of buckets yesterday. He scores the first 3 points today. Bearcats on top 3-0, and they have brought a lot of people here behind us.
Yeah, I don't know how many tickets they were allocated, but they sold out of all of them.
They sure did. Hall comes back to Road. Now they give it up out there to Pierce Dalton. He crosses over, gives it back to Cal. Cal out top to Carter Hendrickson. Over to Hacker. Hacker out top to Hall. Down low to Carter Hendrickson. He turns and scores. That's vintage Carter Hendrickson. What an entry pass there by Hall. 3-2. Bearcats on top. Stanley comes back over to Grubbs. Grubbs gives it up to Stanley. Back to Grubbs. Well, this 2-3 stiff right there right now.
Yeah.
Grubbs over to Stanley. He bounces in the corner gives it up to Pardee. Pardee comes back to Grubbs. Grubbs. He gives it up over now to Lay. Boy, they're being very patient. That's what I'll say, William.
Well, yeah, you don't want to get out and run with LCA because LCA will run you out of the gym if you do so.
Stanley over to Lay in the corner. Thinking about the three there with Stanley. He fakes, gives it now to Clinkenbeard out front. Three-pointer off the mark, and there's a nice rebound by Austin Hall. Well, he climbed the ladder for that one.
Clinkenbeard's going to be their go-to guy here today.
3-2, Bearcats of Walton on top. 5:34 to go in the first quarter. The All-A Classic State Championship. Here's Hacker's three, off the mark. Backside rebound. Stick it. Boy, what a good job by Kyle. To Carter Hendrickson. Bullseye.
Wow. Did you see that rebound by Kyle Rowe?
Yes.
As soon as he grabbed it, he kicked it back out to Hacker, and Hacker over to Hendrickson.
Three-pointer nailed out there by Carter. And it's Grant Grubbs. Here's Stanley's three. Got it! This young man does not miss. It's 6-5, Walton-Verona.
This could be a shootout today.
Young man fired it in there, isn't he? He only stands about 5'5", William. Here's Kyle Rowe. Good pass to Hall. Back to Kyle Rowe. Lets a three fly. Got it!
Nothing but net.
8-6. We got a shootout at the OK Corral. 4:36 to go in the first quarter. Stanley saying, let's run this offense, guys. Now it looks like LCA is in a 1-2-2 zone defense. William?
Yeah, you're right. LCA's changed it up just a little bit.
Lay kicks it back out now to Grubbs. Over comes Stanley, lets another three go, and that's in and out. Rebounded by Hall. It's a good ball game here, folks. You're witnessing 8-6 LCA with 4 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the first quarter. Gary Ball with William Warfield here on PrepSpin. Carter takes up his dribble. Remember what I said about that, William. Here's down low, Kyle Rowe hanging, and he's fouled. Kyle Rowe will go to the line.
Kyle earning another trip to the charity stripe.
He was 10 for 11. 10 for 11. I'll say that again. Last night he hit 10 in a row, and he finally missed one. He's got to continue that kind of shooting today in this state championship. Kyle Rowe will look right up at that big jumbotron with his picture on it, knock down the free throw. 9-6. LCA by 3. 3 minutes and 54 seconds. That is 4 points for Kyle and make it 5. Right now, if they vote on MVP, you would give that to Kyle, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah. Coming into this ball game, there's no doubt in my mind that Kyle deserves it.
He's got 5 points. Carter Hendrickson has 5. Left side, Lay lets it go. Off the iron, front of the iron, rebounded by Carter Hendrickson. Lay thought he was fouled over there. No contact, no harm, no foul. Carter Hendrickson stops.
Nice pass.
Down low to Cal Road, back out to Carter Hendrickson. Lets the 3 go. That's off the mark. Flying in, Allen lays it up and in.
Austin Hall crashing the boards.
Excuse me. Austin Hall. That was Austin. 12-6. Boy, Hall just flew right in there and grabbed it and laid it up and in.
Looking like an eagle coming in.
Yeah, he did. Like an eagle. Stanley in the corner to Clinkenbeard. Walton in trouble right now. They know it. Down by 6. Grubbs kicks it in the corner to Clinkenbeard to Stanley. Stanley with the zone defense. They got Carter out on top of that now. To Grubbs, a bad pass and picked off, and it went off the knee there of Hacker, and it goes back to LCA.
Hacker just about came up with that basketball.
Sure did. So into the ball game now is Garrett Jones and also Kerry Shazier. They're in the ball game for Walton-Verona. And in the game, we got for Isaiah Hunt for LCA. Comes over to Shazier. Out top, Clinkenbeard. Hands it off over to Lay. Here's Brennan Stanley. LCA and Walton-Verona. Bearcats kick it out top. Here's a shot out front. Too strong. Rebounded by Pierce Dalton.
I noticed that Walton-Verona would, on the offensive attack, they would always keep 3 past the 3-point arc and then only allow 2 inside.
Yep. Isaiah Hunt goes down to Hendrickson, back out to Hall. Austin works down with the left hand, hangs it up, gives it back. He traveled with it. Carter tried to shuffle off to the left, and as he did that, he traveled. So turn it over. That's a turnover there to Walton-Verona. Boy, really good crowd in here for this Sunday afternoon affair. All-A state championship. One of the better crowds we've had here today. Really, of the whole tournament, really.
Yeah.
Walton behind us, that's packed. Last one out of Walton, turn off the lights, and boy, don't be a bank robber up there today. They're going to have clean pickings, I think. See what Stanley does here. He comes over to Shazier. Shazier back over to Jones. Back to Stanley. Left side free throw line, Jones. Stanley to Clinkenbeard. Back over. Jones lets a 3 rip, and he got it. Boy, that was a huge 3 right there. Makes it 12-9, William. Cuts it to a 1-possession game. That was a big 3 there by Jones off the bench.
Yeah, both teams are shooting the ball really well right now to open this ball game.
Here's a 3 off the mark, and Shazier battling and coming down with it, Walton-Verona. Stanley took it right away there from Pardee. Stanley. And he loses possession. Kyle Rhodes got it. Kyle leads it out to Dalton, lays it up and in.
Gotta like that.
14-9 with 57 seconds to go in this first quarter. We got a good one here in the All-A Classic State Championship.
I noticed a lot more LCA fans have arrived.
Yes, they're late arriving, but they're here. Clinkenbeard. He's got to get going offensively. He really hasn't done a whole lot the last couple of games for Walton. Rebounding-wise he has, but scoring-wise he has not. Here's a steal by Kyle Rowe. Throw it right to him. Kyle Rowe down the middle. Kyle back out to Hall, back to Road, and Kyle gives it to Dalton. 25 seconds, and I believe Lexington Christian is going to take the last shot here in the first quarter. Down to 18 seconds. Dalton working on Jones. And we got a 5-second call. Good defense by Garrett Jones.
Yeah, that was great defense.
Jones stayed right with him and alerted to that 5-second. And Will Hacker in and Dalton out.
LCA right now shy of their goal. They try to get 20 points every quarter. They are shy of that right now.
Yeah, 14. Clinkenbeard stolen away. Lead it out to Kyle Road, and he drives down, lays it up and in. And it's 16-9.
You will never see a dunk from Kyle Road. I don't know what it is, but he just don't want to dunk. He can, but he don't want to do it in the game.
16-9. Lexington Christian on top of Walton-Verona. We'll be back with second quarter action from the state championship in the All-A Classic.
I used my credit cards over the holidays, and I thought I could make it work. But between the bills and everything else, I'm really starting to fall behind.
A lot of people out there are drowning in debt.
We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode. You can have a brighter future away from debt. We've come up with a way to get you started for less.
Say no to debt. Get your bankruptcy started for as little as $78 today. In Lexington and now in London.
We're back here at the All-A Classic, ready for the second quarter of action, and LCA looked impressive in that first quarter, and I think it was their defense. They turned up their defense a little bit there, got some easy transition baskets there at the end of that quarter. They take a 7-point lead here into the second quarter, 16-9, William.
Yeah, 16-9, LCA with a nice first quarter of play.
Stanley gives it up over now to Jones. He's hit a big three. Clinkenbeard trying to get on track offensively. Out top he goes to Shazier. They go back to Clinkenbeard. Clinkenbeard on Hall, and he kicks it out front. Shazier gives it to Stanley. A little loose on that control there. Shazier. Out top Jones, swinging around to Stanley. Stanley getting a lot of attention because he can really shoot the three. He's calling for movement. Gets to Clinkenbeard. Turn around about a 10-footer, rolls off there, and a rebound, and stick back up and in there by Cam Pardee. He's got 5 already. 16-11. LCA by 5. Down low, Rode puts it up and in. That's 9 points for Kyle Rode as he powered that up and in, William.
Kyle's having a big game.
18-11. Pardee works down, puts it up, no, and tried to go up over top of Hall, and Hall did a good job there defensively. 18-11, LCA by 7 with 6:50 to go in the first half.
All these guys give you everything.
Carter Hendrickson turns, won't go, and rebounded by Pardee. Carter Hendrickson had a good look there. Here comes Stanley, over to Jones, another three, good! That's a second tray for Garrett Jones. He's come off the bench and delivered with 6. They're late putting it up there, but that's his second three. Yeah, 18-14.
All these guys are shooting the ball well, like I said earlier, Gary, this coming out of the gate, if you will.
Here's Hunt, that's an air ball. 18-14.
Obviously, Hunt's not feeling it right now.
They finally put it up there about 22 minutes after he did it.
Yeah.
6 points for Garrett Jones. He's right in front of us here. He hears this and says, okay, I'm going over this way. Gives it to Napier, to Shazier. Curry Shazier. Back it comes now. And there's another long three, and that's off the front of the iron. That time he was a little bit too far out, I think, William.
Yeah.
About half court.
He was way out there.
Kyle Rode puts it up, no, and taps it out. They're going to say last touch by LCA. Hunt will go out, and Pierce Dalton will come back in. It's Dalton, Hacker, Carter Hendrickson, and also Hall and Rode, Kyle Rode. And for Walton-Verona, Stanley, they got Lay, Jones, Pardee, and Clinkenbeard. That's your 5. That's your 10 players out on the floor. 5:34 to go, 18-14. Walton-Verona can cut into that 4-point LCA lead. Jones gives it back to Clinkenbeard. And here it goes over to Lay. That's front of the iron. No, rebounded by Hall. Brennan Stanley that time. He just jacked that three up there, William, and hit the front of the iron. I think he was a little bit too far of his range.
Yep, I think you're right.
Carter Hendrickson, good with the hook shot. Little baby hook there by Carter, showing his versatility. 20-14. LCA by 6. Stanley coming out top to Lay, over to Jones. Clinkenbeard. Lay over to Stanley. Stanley, as we said, is 5'5". Here's Clinkenbeard out top. That's too strong. Battle for it, and knocking it out was Pardee. He went up in the air and just knocked the ball out of bounds.
Pardee's one of those guys that's just out there, pure hustle. You know, there's no quit in that young man, and just trying to do what he can to help his team out here today.
20-14, 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go. First half action from the All-A Classic State Championship. We have a tournament for the all Class A teams in Kentucky. Down low, Hendricks picked off by Clinkenbeard. Kyle Rowe trying to go down low. Clinkenbeard there with the steal. Grant Grubbs back in. Clinkenbeard. Jones, here's a three. That one won't go after he hit one early. Battle, and then two players battling for it there, and a player shaking up there for Walton-Verona is Grubbs. Pierce Dalton's going to direct the offense.
Number 5 in there for LCA, Greer, Ezekiel Greer. Nice rebound on the other end, by the way.
Clinkenbeard battling and gets the rebound. Clinkenbeard has done it other ways. He hasn't scored a lot of points. He's normally a good scorer, but he's done it with rebounding and hustle. Gets a rebound there. Jones, who was looking for that shot, is now passing up a lot of open threes. Clinkenbeard to Lay. Back to Clinkenbeard with the left hand. Boy, that's a tough shot he just made there. He had to go up underneath one of the LCA defenders. 20-16. Lead is 4 for LCA. They have lead in leather. 3:12 to go in the first half. Carter Hendrickson. Over to Will Hacker. Gives it back to Cal Road. Hacker in the corner. It goes to Greer. To Cal Road spinning. Turn around and fade away about 50. He banked it home. Goodness gracious. He's got 11. And that's going to require a timeout. Walton-Verona has no way to stop that. They're going to talk about how they can maybe do that. 22-16. Eagles on top. 2:54 to go. We'll be back here on PrepSpin.com with the White Greer Maggard High School Basketball Game of the Week here. Thanks to all of our sponsors.
Take a little walk with me. I'll keep you in good company and be there for you till the end. You'll never be alone, my friend.
This is where it all started. Right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be.
(22-16), Walton-Verona called a timeout. They have the basketball, and that's Grant Grubbs. Grubbs over in the corner to Jones. Backs it back out now. LCA in a man-to-man. Grubbs going in, trying to go left side. Lay, puts it up. That would have counted had it gone, but it just rolled off. But he is fouled by Pierce Dalton.
Yeah, he was fouled.
That is only the third team foul. No, only the second. That is only the second team foul. Only one foul has been called against Walton-Verona. Lay missed the free throw. Well, when you're down 6, 2:33, you've got to make free throws. Of course, you got to make them at all points in the game. And here's Lay at the line with the second free throw. It's up and it rattles out. Rebounded by Hall. Hall gives to Carter Hendrickson. Now to Pierce Dalton, and Pierce Dalton will work at a clock very slowly, methodically. Gives over to Hacker. Walton-Verona's backing into a 2-3 zone right now, William.
Yeah. Yeah, they changed up their defensive strategy a little bit because what they came out with was not working against the Eagles. They're hoping that this may contain them a little bit.
Kyle Rowe down low to Hall, double teamed over to Carter Hendrickson. A three off the mark. There's Clinkenbeard. Good box out. Good job by Clinkenbeard on the board. Grubbs back to Clinkenbeard. Clinkenbeard down low, back door to Lay, loses a handle on it. Saved there by Pierce Dalton. A minute 47.
Chris Dalton is just working very hard out there. He gets my hustle award this week.
Kyle Road to Carter Hendrickson. Over comes to Hacker. Left side free throw line extended out top of the circle. Down low to Carter Hendrickson. He tried to shovel it over in the left wing to Pierce Dalton. It's knocked out of bounds. So we're going to have back in the game, we're going to have Pardee, and back in will be Stanley. Going out will be Trey Bonnie, and looks like Lay. 22-16. LCA's 6-point lead with 1:25 to go in this first half of action.
LCA just pulling it back and wanting to slow down the offense attack here a little bit.
Kyle Road looking down low, can't get it anybody. Now they go to Austin Hall, kicks it in the corner. Here's Hacker's three, got it! 25-16 on the Hacker three.
Low scoring game for the Eagles right now. And for the Bearcats, for that matter.
And there's a foul on the floor before the shot there by Clinkenbeard as he drove to the basket.
Yeah, remember, LCA only has 16 points in that first quarter of play, so they've only scored 9 so far in this one.
Bearcats only have 16. 56 seconds to go, first half, excuse me.
Where's the half gone?
I know it. Grubbs crossing over. Good
Nice.
ball handler.
Yeah.
Hesitates and threw it up in traffic. Wouldn't go. Whistle and ball grabbed there by Kyle Road. And Road very slowly brings it across. 36 seconds. So LCA is going to take a nice lead into the locker room. Either going to be 9 points or 11, depending on what they do here. Going to take the last shot, it looks like.
Eagles fans up on their feet, loving it right now.
They're going for their first All-A state championship in school history.
They'll be coming back here in a month time trying to, if they make it here.
Yeah, if they make the 11th region. That's not going to be easy.
No.
Kyle Road spinning, loses a handle on it. Clinkenbeard's got it. Clinkenbeard with 7 seconds. Quickly gives it in the corner. Jones lets a three go. Didn't go in. No good, and that's going to do it for the first half. Great half for LCA. They lead 25-16, William, over Walton-Verona here at halftime.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring affair, but a very competitive first half of play for both teams.
We'll be back here with first half stats here. The number, if you're just tuning in, LCA, you see it on your screen there on that great Minky Beef Jerky monitor. Scoreboard 25-16, LCA on top of Walton-Verona here at halftime.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
All S, all P, all O, R, T, S. Pick it up at all sports. Pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall and allsportslex.com, locally owned and operated since 1972.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Over 30,000 Kentuckians are saving time and money by doing their banking online with Whitaker Electronic Banking.
341,000 transactions were made on the go last year using the Whitaker Bank mobile app.
Over 340,000 text alerts were sent last year with Whitaker Bank Text Banking.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
My tax refund usually helps me out, but this year it was much lower than what it was supposed to be. This isn't enough to get me caught up. What am I supposed to do?
Is this happening to you? We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode. Bankruptcy could be your best solution.
We're here to give you a fresh financial start.
Say no to debt. Get your bankruptcy started for as little as $78 today. The consultation is free in Lexington and now in London.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
There are 50 Whitaker Bank locations serving Kentucky communities just like mine.
61 Whitaker Bank ATMs throughout Kentucky make getting quick access to cash easy.
Whitaker Bank staff serves the needs of nearly 70,000 Kentucky customers every day.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
At White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, we believe that greatness is in the details. Each decision we make is for the benefit of our patients and our community. This means using industry-leading technology to help you achieve your goals and uncover your perfect smile. Our precision and efficiency results in an experience that is both pleasurable and affordable. White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, applying precision and elegance to your smile.
Folks, this is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty's restaurants after my games. Check out Rafferty's 9 great locations throughout Kentucky, and all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what legends are made of. Ask Joe B. Hall, the legend himself, it's his favorite. Rafferty's is a big supporter of high school sports throughout Kentucky. Rafferty's, where the special is you.
I wanted to get back on the basketball court.
I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthopedics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Whitaker Bank supports 956 Kentucky charities and community events.
Employees of Whitaker Bank volunteered 14,860 hours to better our Kentucky communities.
93 nonprofits that promote diversity and inclusion in Kentucky are supported by Whitaker Bank.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
At Lexington Diagnostic Center, we love athletes.
We understand that when you are injured, the results of an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray can be the only thing keeping you off the field.
And that's what we're here for.
Same or next day appointments, front door parking, and our on-site radiologists make it easy for you to quickly get the results you and your doctor need. Call and compare prices.
We can save you hundreds of dollars.
We would love to help get you back in the game.
All S, all P, all O, R, T, S. Pick it up at all sports. Pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall on Facebook and Twitter, locally owned and operated since 1972.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Whitaker Bank supports 496 Kentucky schools.
Over 282,000 students benefit from Whitaker Bank's Kentucky education initiatives.
Whitaker Bank has contributed almost $441,000 to education programs for the advancement of Kentucky's youth.
We share your passion, Kentucky.
Love the bank that loves you back.
Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of our 85-page catalog. Crown Trophy is nationally known, but locally owned with 150 stores nationwide. Crown Trophy, the official provider of plaques for the Scholastic Ball Report and PrepSpin.
I used my credit cards over the holidays, and I thought I could make it work. But between the bills and everything else, I'm really starting to fall behind.
A lot of people out there are drowning in debt.
We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode. You can have a brighter future away from debt. We've come up with a way to get you started for less.
Say no to debt. Get your bankruptcy started for as little as $78 today. In Lexington and now in London.
We're back here at the All-A Classic. It's halftime. Lexington Christian on top of Walton-Verona, 25-16. Walton-Verona got really cold there from the three-point. They missed their last 6 or 7 three-pointers there, William, in that first half. Walton-Verona was just 3 for 12 from 3, and they were 6 of 18 from the field, 33%. Listen to this, Lexington Christian, 10 of 19, better than 50%. They were 3 of 8 from three-point, 2 for 2 at the line as Kyle Rode hit those. Kyle Rode had 11 points in that first half, 7 for Carter Hendrickson. And you look at Walton-Verona, they got 6 from Garrett Jones. He hit the 2 of those three-pointers, as we said, then went cold after that, couldn't make his last 3 or 4. And if he was hitting those threes, they'd be right in this thing. They are within 9, but it's 25-16. LCA just 16 minutes away from a state championship.
Yeah, we'll see if LCA can hold on to do it. You know, you don't want to bag it just yet. I don't think you got to take your opponent very seriously here in the second half, and you know, play the second half just like you did the first, and hope for the best here. Walton-Verona too good of a basketball team to bag it.
Well, this is where, if you're Kyle Rode, you put in 4 years of starting, of experience. You may not have started as an 8th grader. You played quite a bit. You started as a freshman. You started as a sophomore. Now you're a junior. Okay, Carter Hendrickson, he's a senior.
Yeah.
Austin Hall, those guys, it's time to put up, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, you gotta come out here and you gotta get the job done. That's your mission right now, is to get this job done, seal the deal, and just play the game that you know you can play.
That zone that LCA played there most of that first half gave Walton-Verona fits, because Walton-Verona, Stanley, Jones, guys like that, they couldn't get open for those threes. Although Jones did hit a couple of threes early on in the game, they just could not get open for the three-point shot. We're just about set for the second half, folks. You might want to buckle up. This is going to be a wild and crazy ride here in the second half. You know that Walton probably has a run in them. And it'll be Walton-Verona Bearcats 17-4, LCA Eagles 16-6. So LCA trying to win their 17th win, Walton trying to get to 18 on the season, and it would mean that they have an All-A Classic championship, state title. You know, that's something to be said for that. You can call yourself a state champion. There's something to be said for that. I remember that LCA girls team they had back with Emily London and all those, Martin, all those girls, Clifton, Sarah Beth Barnett. They were just phenomenal how they ran through the All-A tournament that year, the big tournament, Sweet 16. They won it all.
Yeah.
They had 5 Division I players on their starting lineup. Pass high, and Kyle throws it high, and it goes through Hacker's hands into the LCA bench, so turnover by LCA.
That thing went through the daggone wall over there.
Sure did. Kyle Rode had some mustard on that one, didn't he?
My goodness.
Here's Stanley working it across for the Bearcats of the blue-clad Walton-Verona High School. Stanley into the paint, tries to shovel it over to Clinkenbeard and throws it away. And it's going to be a pushing error on Clinkenbeard as he puts Pierce Dalton. Let me have my pencil back there. Thank you, sir. I got a pencil if you want it.
I'm trying to decide who I want to vote for Walton.
Oh, that's right. You're voting. Yeah. Did you vote yet?
Well, I know who I got locked in for LCA.
Oh, yeah,
I'll reveal it at the end of the broadcast.
I'll give you my pencil so you can vote there. I haven't voted yet. Kyle Rode dumps it back out to Pierce Dalton. Hacker, Dalton, Rode, Hendrickson, and Hall. Hacker has the left side free throw line extended. Gives it in the corner now. Loops it back out to Rode. Rode. Over goes Pierce Dalton. And there's a three-pointer for Pierce Dalton. And there's a 12-point lead. That's the biggest lead LCA's enjoyed, 28-16.
I like seeing Pierce Dalton get on the board here early in the second quarter.
Clinkenbeard left elbow to Stanley. Stanley shovels it over to Grubbs. It's stolen by Kyle Rode. Kyle Rode said, I'll take that. Thank you very much.
Kyle Rode, man, I really, truly got a feeling that he's going to go somewhere special and play just been being recruited by a whole bunch of schools right now.
Remember, he's got another year. Hall on the baseline, in and out. There's a stick back there by Kyle Road.
Yeah, I love that. Here's our Buzz instant replay real quick, Gary. We're watching in real time as it happened.
30-16, LCA pulling away here. Stanley lost control of it. Looked like Hacker reached around and slapped it out of there. Hacker back out to Kyle Road. 6 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. LCA 30. Walton-Verona 16.
LCA's trying to go for the knockout shot.
Yeah, they are. They're going for the juggler, aren't they? Down low to Kyle Road. He grabs it, powers it up, and draws the foul. The foul's going to be on Grant Grubbs of Walton.
I'm willing to bet that Nate took Kyle aside in that locker room and said, "This is your game, son. Go out there and do it."
Kyle's the vocal leader of this team. There's no doubt about it. I saw him in the tunnel, and he was telling the guys they had time. He said, "Hey, let's go back to the locker room. You know, let's don't stand out here. We got 10 minutes before we can go back out there." So he's kind of the vocal leader. He hits the free throw.
I think Carter's the emotional leader. I think Kyle is your vocal leader, and I think Austin Hall is just your power out there.
Your silent leader.
Yeah.
Silent assassin. Kyle Road has doubled up the score. He has 15. It's 32-16. LCA threatening to blow this one out. 5:59 in the third. Clinkenbeard. Left hand down the lane. Puts it up and in.
Nice.
That'll slow down the drainage a little bit. 32-18. Here's a steal. And Napier goes in, lays it up and in.
You gotta watch him because
Curry Shazier.
Shazier is sneaky out there.
32-20, Curry Shazier. In the corner to Hacker. Here's Dalton calling out 5. Played there by Grubbs, goes to Hall. Out top, Dalton lets the 3 go. Off the iron. The iron was not kind. And here's Kyle Road to track it down, though. Offensive rebound. Gives it back to Dalton. Dalton working there on Jones, who just checked in. They dump it to Hall. Hendrickson in the corner. Will Hacker lets the 3 go off the mark. And there's going to be a whistle, and they're going to call a little bit aggressiveness there by Kyle Road. And that was a very close call. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, that was, I think that was a bad call personally. But how about that? You know, LCA working the ball around so good that they found a wide open man and nobody within 5 feet of them covering them. Got the 3 off.
Walton-Verona with a 3 here can cut it down to single digits, 32-20. 4:41 to go here in this third quarter.
You can tweet at us at PrepSpin, folks.
Yep. I'm getting a lot of activity today. I guess it's Sunday. Everybody's tired. Over to Curry Shazier. Hands it back to Clinkenbeard. 4:20. Clinkenbeard. Over to Jones. Out top. And there's a jumper. That's off the iron. There won't go there for Pardee.
Road with another rebound.
Pardee was wide open. 32-20. Kyle. Swing it around. Down low they go now to Carter Hendrickson. He goes to Hall, flashing through. Back out top. And here is three-pointer. Won't go there for
Dalton.
Here's Hall. And he got it.
Hall knocks it down. Hey, once again, LCA moving the ball around so well that it leaves a wide open three-point opportunity open for him. Pierce Dalton missed his, but he got his own rebound, kicked it out to Hall for the 3, and he was able to drain it.
Hall drained it, 35-20. We'll be back, 3:46 to go in the third quarter. Eagles on top of Walton-Verona.
I used my credit cards over the holidays, and I thought I could make it work. But between the bills and everything else, I'm really starting to fall behind.
A lot of people out there are drowning in debt.
We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode. You can have a brighter future away from debt. We've come up with a way to get you started for less.
Say no to debt. Get your bankruptcy started for as little as $78 today. In Lexington and now in London.
take a little walk with me. I'll keep you in good company and be there for you till the end. You'll never be alone, my friend.
Walton-Verona will look at the full court press. Clinkenbeard beats it and works it across. Clinkenbeard over to Curry Shazier to lay to the basket, won't go, and put up by Purdue, but it was blocked from behind by Pardee, and I don't know who got that one, but somebody got a piece of it.
Carter got a piece of it.
I think Carter Hendrickson, yeah. 3:19. Right side, Kyle Road. Kicks it in the corner. Come out top to Pierce Dalton. Dalton trying to go, and that's knocked away there. Good defense by Jones.
Yeah, he was trying to pass it. Was not a block shot, but it was basically a batted pass that Dalton was trying to look underneath for one of the big guys to come get.
35-20. Walton-Verona's only been able to manage 20 points here in this game. LCA has 35. Hacker comes to Carter Hendrickson. He's looking for cutters. Out top, free throw line jumper, front of the iron. Oh, good box out there by
Shazier. Yeah, what a great box out that was.
Jones to Curry Shazier. He throws it right to Carter Hendrickson. He's trying to go underneath the basket, cross court, and that was an easy pick there for Carter.
Yeah, Carter hanging around the baseline right there, able to come up with a loose basketball.
Pierce Dalton, Jones all over him, gives it out to Hall between the rings. Now, and he throws it away, trying to go to Carter Hendrickson and throws it out of bounds. 35-20, LCA on top, and coming back in is Grant Grubbs. Going out will be Shazier for Walton-Verona.
Carter letting his emotion show out here on the court right now, is trying to get his team to try not to make so many mistakes. You know, they got to limit their mistakes, and that truly is the key to this game right now.
Yep. 15-point lead for LCA. Grubbs. Out to Grubbs. To Clinkenbeard. Down the lane. He puts it up, and it's partially blocked again. And
Austin Hall.
Hall coming out of there with it. 2 minutes to go in the third.
It's so hard to get a shot up inside against this Eagle team.
Especially as long as they are. They're very long. 6'6". Hall, nice move, won't go. Good rebound by Stanley. Smallest guy. Yeah, smallest guy on the floor, and he is fouled as he goes to the basket. Hit to the floor hard, and Stanley will shoot two.
Yeah, he bounced off the pads there on the backboard. Well, yeah. on the bottom of the rim.
Yeah, we got a sad story to report out of Eastern. Lafayette graduate Jackson Davis out for the year with a torn labrum. He's out for the season.
Oh, no.
He was just starting to really put it together, too. Good friend of mine. Free throws nailed by Stanley, and he breaks at 21 points. I mean, they were on 20 for a long time. 35-21, he hits them both. 35-22, minute 45 in the third quarter. LCA has the ball. Hall across the line. Goes to Cairo, throws it up, and tracked down there by Grant Grubbs. Clinkenbeard. Deep in the corner. Goes to his teammate there, Trey Bonney. Back to Bonney.
He doesn't have nowhere to go, definitely.
Clinkenbeard. Out top to Grubbs. There's a three, and it's good.
You got to watch it that, this Walton-Verona team, if they start warming up, they'll climb back in it.
And almost a tap in backcourt. And they throw it away, and it's going to be Walton-Verona basketball. Boy, Walton-Verona fans, after that three-pointer, cut it to 10. They're back in this ball game.
Yeah, the fans, when they cheer for their team, they go to a whole new decibel level in this arena. Wow.
Clinkenbeard. Donnie sets a pick. Comes out to Grubbs. Stanley. Back to Grubbs. To Clinkenbeard. Stanley to Grubbs. Good ball movement right now. 38 seconds. You got Garrett Jones is back in there. He's hit a couple of threes. Stanley has it, 35-25. LCA 10-point lead, and Walton-Verona 24 seconds. But I'd be going to take the last shot here. Stanley. Back to Jones, to Stanley. Clinkenbeard. Good pass. Fouled, and the kid hits the ground hard and hits his head hard. That's a hard foul right there.
Oh, wow.
And that kid came down, hit his head. I saw his head bounce off the floor.
Yeah,
so
that was.
And he's down. They're going to check and make sure he's okay. We know that Andrew Carlson's the only athletic director trainer here.
That was hard right there. Yeah, it wasn't so. I think Kyle got a lot of that basketball too, but the way that kid, he just lost his balance there. I don't know if we can see this on the replay or not. Let's see what we got here, Gary. I'll try to slow it down for everybody. Watch this.
It was a good pass.
Yeah,
he hit his head pretty hard, the back of his head, but he's okay.
Yeah, watch this. You had Kyle. Kyle got all basketball. You see his hand all on the basketball right there, and it just made the kid unbalanced. The basketball actually comes back into his face, so he got hit in the face with the basketball, and then he falls back right on his head. Oh, my. But I'm glad he's okay, Gary.
Yeah, he got up, but he's going to have a little headache for a while. What did they call? I think they called a technical.
And Lay, technical on Nate.
Lay's not even, or Bonnie, the kid that's hurt, is not even going to shoot the technicals. They're going to put in another shooter in there. Yeah, they had a technical. They called a technical. I didn't see it.
That was a bad call. I mean, if they're calling it on the previous foul and saying that was it.
So Curry-Shazier, the technical, good. Makes it a 9-point ball game. He can cut it down to 8. 10 seconds to go in the third. And he does. And they'll get the basketball. So with a 5-pointer here, we'd have a 5-point ball game with a 3-pointer. 35-27. Clinkenbeard, trouble getting it in. Goes in the corner now to Grubbs. Cutting through. Give it to Clinkenbeard. Out top, Stanley. In the corner, here's Shazier, and that third shot is no good out of the corner. 35-27, Eagles on top. As we head to the fourth quarter here of the All-A tournament, Lexi Christian 35 and the Bearcats of Walton-Verona 27. We'll be back with fourth quarter action after this.
Take a little walk with me. I'll keep you in good company and be there for you till the end. You'll never be alone, my friend.
This is where it all started. Right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Here for fourth quarter action, Walton-Verona will have the basketball. They're only down 8, 35-27. As we start the final quarter. Clinkenbeard over to Jones. Back to Clinkenbeard. Clinkenbeard, and now they give it to Grubbs. 7:42 to go, and it's 35-27 LCA. In the corner to Curry-Shazier. Shazier's been really steady off that bench, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. He's been a great sixth man to play out there for Walton-Verona.
Jones will kick it out over to Clinkenbeard. Boy, that's a good zone by LCA. Grubbs will finally line up a three off the iron, and Carter Hendrickson with a man rebound.
That was a monster rebound.
Yeah, it sure was. That was sending a message. 7:09 to play. 35-27, low scoring affair. Hacker trying to go down low, and that's going to be a foul on Grubbs as he fouled Kyle Rode. Third foul on Grubbs. Hall stolen away by Clinkenbeard.
Yeah, not the best of passes there from Austin Hall.
Yeah, that was a little lazy pass, wasn't it? Timeout called, 30-second timeout, 6:56 to play. LCA 35 and the Bearcats of Walton-Verona 27. We're going to remind you, high school basketball continues throughout the winter here. We'll have a lot of the LCA games coming up this week, and we'll have complete 43rd district basketball that'll be played at LCA.
Yeah, we've got the hook up there at LCA already with technology. So
yep, that begins February 19th. We'll have the girls and the boys games from the 43rd district, and then we will have complete 11th region basketball right here at Eastern Kentucky.
Yeah, looking forward to the playoffs here on PrepSpin, especially doing them with you, and I'm sure that Greg and Darren will tag team with us as well, so we don't have to do every game by ourselves.
Yep.
Looking forward to those guys stepping in as well.
Trying to go down low to Clinkenbeard. Coming over his back was Hall.
Greg Horn down in Texas enjoying the Texas Longhorns with his brother down there, who happens to be the head coach of Texas.
Darren Van Horn.
Darren, yeah.
Clinkenbeard gives it to Grubbs. Out top, they swing it there to Stanley. Stanley gives it to Grubbs. Back to Stanley. Stanley.
Watch out, Gary.
Great hustle there. That was great hustle by Pierce Dalton. He was diving all over the floor.
Yeah, he's giving that extra effort. He wants to leave here with some hardware.
Well, he's 6 minutes, 32 seconds away. 35-27, LCA on top.
I tell you, that lead is not enough, though. You got to get more cushion.
Because if Walton would knock down a three here, we'd have a 5-point game.
Yeah.
But they can't get a shot off. That's how good a defense LCA is playing. Jones. Here's a three. Good from Stanley. This kid's been unbelievable.
Yeah, he's been the go-to guy this tournament for Walton-Verona.
That's 8 points, 35-30. Eagles lead cut to 5. This is the closest Walton-Verona's been in a long time. Down low, Hall trying to reverse it. It rolls off. Rebounded by Jones.
You got to finish those.
Yep. 5:47 to go in the ball game. Stanley plays catch with Grubbs. Jones, they go back to Grubbs, and he tries to go across court, and it's tipped away there by Hendrickson. Carter would have had a bust out.
Yeah, he would have.
That would have been showtime. Shazier goes over to Stanley.
Reach-in foul going to be called against Hall.
What they're doing is they're flashing Clinkenbeard in the middle on the low post, and he is getting fouled quite often because they're trying to come through him.
Yeah.
Clinkenbeard is going to trigger it. Lobs it way out front to Jones. Garrett comes over to Shazier, back to Jones. Now LCA in a man-to-man. 5:20 to play, 35-30 in this All-A state championship. Clinkenbeard thought about it. Now kicks it to Grubb. Over to Stanley. Boys backing it back out of there. Goes to Jones. To Stanley. Grubbs. 4 minutes, 56 seconds. Stanley to Clinkenbeard. There's a long three. He got it! That was NBA range. It's 35-33. Boy, it took Clinkenbeard a long time to warm up, but boy, once he has, he's got 7.
Eagles need a basket right now. They're going to call timeout first. But
this place is erupting. 35-33. Walton-Verona Bearcats have cut it to 2. 4:37 to go here in this ball game for the All-A State Championship, All-A Classic.
Yeah, you can tell the momentum is certainly taking a shift right now.
Well, it was 35-20. They were up 15.
Yeah.
So we got 13 unanswered by Walton-Verona. They're right back in this. It was 35-20. We were thinking pretty good about it for LCA. But right now, it's anybody's game. 35-33, LCA on top. 4 minutes and 37 seconds remain here in the Eastern Kentucky All-A Classic.
You are watching the game live here on PrepSpin. I want to thank Greer and Maggard Orthodontics, our title sponsor on the network, Bluegrass Orthopedics, and, of course, Bud's Gun Shop.
Carter Hendrickson in the corner to Dalton. Boy, Walton ratcheting it up, aren't they? Dalton stepped out of bounds. He was kind of pushed physically there he was pushed by Walton-Verona, but nevertheless, he did step out of bounds, but I don't know if he was pushed before he stepped out of bounds.
The official got into that call, didn't he?
Sure did. 35-33. Walton-Verona can tie. Jones. Clinkenbeard turns, misses, and we're going to have a box out.
It's going to stay with Walton-Verona, it looks like.
No, it's a clear-out foul there on Walton-Verona. That is the 4th foul, by the way, on Grubbs. Grubbs, the first player with 4. He's in trouble, and that's going to be a foul on Jones in backcourt.
This game's a battle.
President of Eastern Kentucky right there to your left, Mr. Warfield.
Yeah.
Mr. President Benson. 35-33. And the ball for Lexington Christian. Kyle Rode hands it to Hall, out to Dalton. Walton-Verona ramping up their defense. More aggressive, aren't they? Kyle Rode working on Clinkenbeard.
Yeah, the intensity of their defense is definitely at another level right now.
Those 2 big guys. And here's Hacker. That's a 3. It's an air ball. And we're going to have a clearing foul on Shazier.
Yeah. I almost said Shazam there for a second.
Yeah, well, it's close. It's Curry Shazier. 3:47 to play. 2-point game, 35-33, and there goes Shazier out. Back in Cam Pardee for Walton-Verona. The Bearcats out of Boone County. Down low, and there is a layup up and in for Carter Hendrickson.
Good pass on the inbounds by Kyle Rode.
Design play, William, on that inbound. 37-33. LCA back, 4-point lead. Walton-Verona's Clinkenbeard. Boy, he's played well here late. We're going to have a timeout as Grant Brandon wants to talk about it with 3.5 minutes to play. LCA 37, Walton-Verona 33 in the championship game of the All-A Classic. Earlier today, Murray won. I believe it was 53-40 they won. Is that the score?
Yeah, they had a solid game today. Murray over Shelby Dowley. The girls All-A state champions. And, man, they've got an awesome fan base down there in Murray. And our Twitter has blown up all day with the Murray fans, and now we got a lot of LCA and Walton-Verona fans blowing up our Twitter in this one. But I think the All-A Classic belongs here at EKU.
Well, I think Stan would agree. I think it was played here. It was at first when they started it statewide, it was played at Memorial Coliseum.
Yeah.
Then they switched it to Eastern, and it was played here for a while. Then they went to Frankfort. So now it's back here, and I think pretty much with that demolition going on down in Frankfort, it's pretty much going to stay here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great location. It's pretty much the middle of the state, and you know, now maybe the Murray and the Mayfield fans might disagree with us because that's a super long drive for them, but for everybody else in the state, it's very convenient.
The girls' state tournament is back up at BB&T at Northern Kentucky, right?
So last year there for this particular
then it moves to Rupp Arena.
It's going to go to Rupp for a couple of years, and then we'll see where it goes from there.
Right. Grubbs, he gives it up over to Stanley. Stanley looking at that zone by LCA. Stanley looking for Cutters, gets it over to Jones. Jones thought about the three, goes to Clinkenbeard. Stanley and Clinkenbeard play catch out front, 3:05 to play. 37-33, LCA by 4. In the middle, knocked away by Hall, but it's picked up there by Jones. He gets the batted ball. In the corner, Clinkenbeard's three, it's good. Well, Clinkenbeard, that's a big three. 37-36, LCA by 1, 2:43 to play.
That was a huge shot right there.
Clinkenbeard nailed a big shot. Carter Hendrickson throws it up and in. Carter says, no problem, no problem. You need a basket, just give it to me. I'll go in and hit a runner. Goodness gracious, that was a tough shot that he just hit.
Yeah, that
Carter Hendrickson.
Carter in traffic, able to knock that down. We'll watch it again on our buds, instant replay, but watch Carter asking for the ball. He's got a little opening there, and then a little floater.
He's got 11. Kyle Rhodes got 15. Zach Clinkenbeard with that three. He's got 10. He leads Walton-Verona 39-36. 2:34 to play. A three-pointer here by Walton with Ty. With 2:34. You just knew this game would go down the wire.
I mean, I had a feeling coming into it that this was going to be a very competitive ball game. I didn't expect LCA to get up by 15 and lose the lead there.
Right. Had that comfortable lead. It quickly evaporated. Stanley. This kid's been sensational. Only 5'5". Grubbs. He gets my Monty Towel award. Dalton almost stole it. Pass right side. There's his shot. That won't go. Picked up by Grubbs, and he's going to be fouled as he powers it back up and in. So Grant Grubbs will go to the line. He'll shoot 2.
Well, maybe not a bad foul, but it does stop the clock, and you allow Walton-Verona to put points up on the board.
Third foul on Kyle Road.
Yeah.
Grubbs puts it in. So we've got a 39-37 ball game. 2:13 to play. I mean, you got some go-to guys for LCA, but you got some go-to guys for Walton-Verona when you look at Clinkenbeard,
they're a good
Stanley, Jones, Grubbs. He hit them both. 39-38.
You know, Walton-Verona is that same region that LCA always has trouble with in the All-A Classic, too. Keep that in mind.
There's going to be a foul on Stanley. That'll only be his first foul, but it will send Carter Hendrickson, a pretty good free throw shooter, to the line.
Yeah, Carter can shoot the free throws for a big guy. I don't want to jinx him, but
he can shoot everything. This guy's a good player. That's why he's going to North Florida. Yeah. They saw something in him.
They did.
Carter missed it. On the floor.
Will Hacker.
Battle Hacker, they're battling, and the possession arrow. Hacker saves the day, saves the ball, gets on the floor, causes a tie-up, and it's LCA ball.
Yeah, LCA's basketball. Will Hacker down on the floor, put his body on the line for that.
He sure did. 39-38, 2:03 to go here in this game. We appreciate you watching on PrepSpin. So Kyle Road will put it in play. Kyle looking for Cutters. Lobs it to Austin Hall. Low post. Austin Hall to Carter Hendrickson. He lays it up and in.
Went around the world twice.
World tour. 41-38. Carter's had 2 big shots here in the last moments of this game. The one that put him up, and then that one right there put him up by 3, 41-38. He hit the previous shot too, William.
Yeah.
41-38. Didn't miss a free throw. Here's Clinkenbeard. Comes over to Stanley. A three-pointer with Ty here for the Bearcats. 1:32 to go. Stanley.
You got to have a stop right here if you're LCA. Got to.
Stanley gives it to Grubbs. to Stanley. Stanley didn't realize that Pierce Dalton had fallen. He had a wide open three, but he didn't take it. Minutes 16, 15. Jones. Brennan Stanley lets a three go, in and out. Rebounded. Almost thrown away, but Kyle gets it to Carter Hendrickson. Hendrickson back to Kyle Rode. And Rode double team. Gets it over to Carter. Hendrickson over to Hall. Down to 52 seconds. Pierce Dalton.
LCA could definitely use a basket here.
He's going to be fouled. That will be the 18th foul, so he'll get the 1+1 with 46 seconds. LCA leads 41-38, and their fans, Walton-Verona's on their feet behind us, and the LCA fans, they're all on their feet over across the way here at Eastern.
Yeah, it's standing only in here.
Good crowd. Here's Dalton, and it's good.
That is a huge free throw.
Big free throw for Dalton. This one's really big, too. This would put him up by five. That's 2 possessions unless you hit threes. 42-38 LCA. Dalton's free throw. Good. Boy, he's cool. Ice water in his veins. Cool as a cucumber. 43-38. Dalton hit them both. 46 seconds. We'll be back here to the All-A Classic State Championship. LCA up by 5.
In Fayette Mall and allsportslex.com, locally owned and operated since 1972.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Over 30,000 Kentuckians are saving time and money by doing their banking online with Whitaker Electronic Banking.
341,000 transactions were made on the go last year using the Whitaker Bank mobile app.
Over 340,000 text alerts were sent last year with Whitaker Bank text banking.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
My tax refund usually helps me out, but this year it was much lower than what it was supposed to be. This isn't enough to get me caught up. What am I supposed to do?
Is this happening to you? We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode. Bankruptcy could be your best solution.
We're here to give you a fresh financial start.
Say no to debt. Get your bankruptcy started for as little as $78 today. The consultation is free.
LCA just 46 seconds away, but Walton-Verona will have the ball. They'll go 94 feet with 46 seconds, up 5, 43-38. Walton-Verona's Grubbs goes over to Stanley, right side, back in the middle of the court to Grubbs. LCA extending that zone defense a little bit now. Over comes Stanley. He stops, comes over to Jones. Jones with a runner, and that won't go. Rebounded by Carter Hendrickson with 26 seconds. And he is going to shoot some free throws. Or at least the 1+1.
He sprinted down here. He's the first one down on the other end of the court as soon as he got fouled. This free throw is huge for him as well.
26 seconds, 43-38. LCA looking for that elusive All-A Classic Championship. Free throw good. We're up 6. This one may just about do it. Carter Hendrickson. Second one.
Carter's had a big game today, 13 points. This could be his 14th, and it is.
Yep. Carter with 14, Kyle Rowe with 15, 24 seconds, 45-38. Jones backs up, lines up a three, got it! 45-41, 4-point lead. I guess it ain't over till it's over, till that fat lady sings. And it's 45-41.
Yeah.
And Jones backed up and coolly and calmly collected himself and gathered his feet, knocked down a three-pointer.
Yeah, it was a nice shot from the wing over there from that young man. And, with the game on the line, you needed a big shot like that just to kind of stay in it. 17 seconds separates Lexington Christian right now in a All-A state championship, their first in school history.
Yeah, it would be their first. It'll be Walton-Verona's first. And Walton-Verona, a good basketball team. You mentioned they played in the King of the Bluegrass, played in the Traditional Bank Holiday Tournament at Lexington Catholic against some good competition.
Yeah.
You know they had good competition at King of the Bluegrass.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they
and here
they
they
are
all
certainly a really, really good team.
Walton-Verona Bearcats, Eagles of LCA.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Walton-Verona in the Sweet 16. I mean, obviously you got Cooper there, but I think they've got an opportunity. I'm trying to think of all the teams in their region.
Well, region, let's see.
Covington Catholic, maybe. Yeah, Cove Cass in their region.
Well, we'll check that later. But
Walton-Verona is probably the third best in that region, I would imagine.
Kyle Road is going to be fouled with just 2 seconds off. 45-41, the lead for Walton-Verona. I believe, I'm going to double check here. But yes, they're in the 8th region.
Okay.
Yeah, they play in the 8th. That's what I was thinking. They moved them out of the 9th region. And connected by Kyle Road. He has 16 now. And it's 46-41. Kyle Road with 16 points. Carter Hendrickson with 15. They have now 32 of the 47 points. Kyle Road and Carter Hendrickson.
Yeah.
That tells you about leadership. Yep. 47-41, 11 seconds. Jones in the corner, back to Clinkenbeard. He lines up the 3. That's off the mark. Rebounded by Carter Hendrickson, and he's going to lead it out to Kyle Road. And LCA is your Class A state champion for 2018. First time ever. Lexington Christian 47. The Bearcats of Walton-Verona 41. And LCA bringing the hardware back to Reynolds Road over there. Lexington Christian 47-41. They're the 2018 state champions.
Gary, I think we ought to take a selfie with the team behind us here, buddy. What do you think?
Yep, definitely.
All right, we'll throw that up on Twitter. We were here.
Your state champions, LCA, 47-41, and Kyle Road with 17. Carter Hendrickson with 15, but Carter was huge down the stretch. Clinkenbeard had 10 to lead Walton-Verona, and Stanley had 8, 9 for Jones. Those were the leaders. 47-41, LCA, the 2018 Class A, All A state champions.
What a great scene here at Eastern Kentucky University, where the Eagles have just made school history.
Made school history today. That gives you goosebumps.
Yeah, it does.
And look at those trophies. The runner-up is really nice. The state champion, that's impressive.
Yeah, it's
awesome. That is
awesome.
a big trophy. So they'll take that hardware back. We need to get a shot of that, William.
Yeah, we've got our camera guy. He knows
I'm talking
to
about
follow it. Oh, you're talking about
yeah, we need to get a shot of that on our cameras, and we did. State champions, Lexington Christian, Class A. Will Stanstein and his group, they did a great job this week running the All-A tournament, and it culminates with this game, and fitting what a game it was here today. Great game. You know, Walton-Verona had a run in them, didn't they? They cut it down to one there late in the game with those threes and just kept making shots, but they came a little bit short to this Lexington Christian team.
We'll keep it right here because we got the trophy presentations and all that good stuff here going on.
Are those Nate's little kids there in front?
Yeah, that sure is.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to the LCA Eagles as they are the state champions for 2018. Nate Valentine and his group. And the runner-up will be introduced. That's Walton-Verona. They'll get the great trophy, and that is a state runner-up, Walton-Verona Bearcats. take your hat off to them, boy.
Yeah, what a great job they've done all season long.
Good team, good crowd here today from Walton. They drove about 2 hours down here to Richmond. Walton is in Boone County. We learned last night that not only Steve Cawthon from there, the Triple Crown, DeMoisey, the All-American at UK, was from there.
Here comes the Eagles, and we're going to get to hoist the state championship right here. Oh, what a great feeling.
LCA has never won the All-A state championship, and now they have. State champions for 2018, 47-41. And William, we're going to try to get some post-game interviews over here? Or?
We'll see. I may actually follow them back to the school. I'm going to try to pack up everything and then follow them over to the school and get some on-camera stuff.
Okay, it's post-game. Well, LCA.
But we will keep it here for just a minute. Just a camera rolling. We're going to have the all-tournament team.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We'll name those MVP and then the all-tournament team. Walton-Verona gave it a great effort. They're a fine team.
Nate's leaving with that basketball, too.
Yep.
That's going in the trophy case.
We're going to name the all-tournament team. We voted on that, William and I.
Yeah.
Zach Clinkenbeard, a member of the all-tournament team.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Deserving. He's a nice player, big kid. So Zach Clinkenbeard. Austin Hall made the all-tournament team. Good rebounder.
No surprise.
He's a big kid. And Stanley, Brennan Stanley. You voted for him. I did too. All-tournament team.
Yep, he was actually our MVP.
Yeah, for their team. And Will Hacker made the all-tournament team. Will Hacker, congratulations to him.
Pure hustle.
Pardee made it.
Kyle Rowe's going to get the MVP. That's going to leave out Carter, though.
Well, no.
Right?
Carter.
Or do they get 4? No, that's Carter.
Carter Hendrickson made the all-tournament
Kyle
team.
be the MVP.
Kyle gets the MVP.
That's who we voted for MVP.
Yep. I was leaning toward him or Carter Hendrickson. Kyle Rowe, MVP, most valuable player.
No doubt about it.
You know, Kyle not only rebounds and scores, he's just a terrific passer.
Yeah.
MVP, so Hacker on that team. Congratulations to him. So Lexington Christian wins the All-A Classic, 47-41. They did it in really great fashion with a team effort. And they're your All-A state champion. Enjoyed covering it with you, William.
It's been a great ride here during this tournament, and again, we're very grateful to be able to cover such an amazing school, amazing group of fans, and just amazing tournament here at EKU.
Walton-Verona with a great job. They're the runner-up, but Lexington Christian Academy, your All-A Classic state champions 2018. 47-41 behind 17 from Kyle Rowe, 15 from Carter Hendrickson. For William Warfield, Gary Ball, so long from the All-A Classic.